We're back on. I wanted to thank everybody for all your activism and advocacy. I appreciate all that you're doing. We are all in this together, and working together this fall, we are going to beat Chris Sununu. We're going to do that, and we've got to. As I was mentioning, I live in the South End of Concord on Hope Avenue with my wonderful wife, Erin, our two amazing daughters, Iris and Josie, and our two dogs, Franklin and Roosevelt. And I have a distinctly different perspective and background than the current governor. You see, my dad wasn't governor, my brother wasn't a US senator, and I was never gifted a ski resort. My dad worked in a furniture factory for 45 years, the same one doing roughly the same job day in and day out in an unair conditioned furniture factory. Fortunately, steel worker organized for decent pay and benefits. My mom, she worked part-time jobs, including the night shift, while raising 4 kids. And right out of law school, I served as a legal aid lawyer representing low to middle income families and seniors and veterans, including people crushed by job loss during the last economic crisis, the Great Recession. And seeing so many of those same folks that were falling through the cracks back then are falling through the cracks again right now. They ought to have someone in their corner, in the corner office. They don't right now. And with your help, we're going to change that this fall and finally look out for working people and working families. And we have made so much progress together. We have made progress in this last state budget. The singular obstacle to meaningful and inclusive progress moving forward, without a doubt, is Chris Sununu. His record-setting 79 vetoes, 65 of which had bipartisan support. 65 of them. It's no wonder he calls himself, in his own words, a Trump guy through and through, unquote. Well, we got to get past that kind of politics. We got to move New Hampshire forward for working people and working families who are struggling right now in this pandemic. We got to get past the pure politics of the Sununu family dynasty that calls anything they don't like an income tax, including justifying opposition to paid family medical leave insurance by trying to call it an income tax. The pure politics of the past, where you give out COVID relief money to big corporations, but working people and working families are still taking it on the chin. Got to get past that politics. And we got to fight for a future and Granite State future for everybody, for Granite State women who deserve a governor who's actually pro-choice. That's what this election's all about. Who deserve a governor who not just says they're pro-choice around election time and then vetoes insurance coverage for women's reproductive health care and works to cut off Planned Parenthood funding. They deserve a governor that's in their corner. For Granite Staters of color and everybody marching for change deserve a governor that actually acknowledges that systemic racism exists. This election is for them. For Granite Staters on the front lines of this pandemic, who deserve a minimum wage, deserve paid family leave, deserve affordable child care, this election is for them. And for Granite Staters who, like me, want to combat the climate crisis and want to promote the clean energy jobs of tomorrow right here in New Hampshire, you deserve a governor that acknowledges that climate change exists and whose brother is not some fossil fuel industry lobbyist. You deserve a governor to promote a clean energy future right here in New Hampshire. And for Iris and Josie, our daughters, and for all of our children, who one day will look back on this day and ask all of us, what did we do in this election in 2020? This election is for them. It's for their future. It's for our collective future. And they need a bedrock of success that's as strong as the granite under our soil. That's what this is about. Looking out for them, looking out for our future, and getting out of this mess in a way that looks out for working people and working families. Lifting people up, not tearing people down, including more people in our democracy and economy, not excluding them, and working for a relief and recovery effort that works for everybody, not just people who might have the governor's cell phone number. Everybody counts, especially right now. And Granite State Democrats working together, we're going to win up and down the ballot. We're re-electing Jeanne Shaheen to the U.S. Senate. We're re-electing Annie Kuster, Chris Pappas, majorities in the State House. And we are going to finally beat Chris Sununu. We're going to do that. So let's go do this. Let's go do it working together. We can and we will.